Hey guys, Sword here, and this is going to be Operation Dome number 60, the 60th episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I were going to encase the entire world in glass and glass panes. And right now I'm on the ceiling and we have a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of work to do. I've already finished up bordering up the whole entire world, at least at the outlines, where we put the glass panes up to a good level, so that all we have to do is just go on top of the glass panes and then make the tower way up to the ceiling to actually make the wall. And I'm still currently working on quadrant number 2. It's been a long week that I have not really done much in that week, but it's just a lot of things has gone down, a lot of things I had to make, a lot of things I had to do, so I was not able to work on Operation Bedrock or Operation Dome for that matter. So I apologize for the lack of progress that's going on. So far, school has affected everyone, and the fact of the matter is that a lot of my other friends are actually on the Xbox One. And this is where I'm probably going to have like a little bit of a hissy fit at this point, because they keep telling me to actually buy the Xbox One. And I respond back, it's like, dude, you're asking me to spend $400 to $500 out of my pocket just to play a few games on the Xbox One, when the Xbox 360 is perfectly fine that you guys already have, and you guys already have the same game. So what makes it all that different? Yes, the Xbox One, you have a larger world, you have more stuff to find, but let's just be honest, guys. If you actually have a giant world in Xbox One, do you actually explore the whole entire thing, or do you just stay in one area? Let me know in the comment section below. Please be honest with me. If you were to play Minecraft on the Xbox One, or even PC for that matter, because I know a lot of people have it for the PC, do you go out of your way to go all the way to the other spot, like the other side of the world? Or you just stay in this one area, you get to this one area, if you're done with it, then you move on to another spot? Just let me know in the comment section below. I'm really going to have a little bit of a hissy fit right now. It's just, again, it's $400 to $500 being taken out of my own pocket. That it's a month worth of work, like on my actual job where I am at a fast food restaurant. They cut my hours, which I'm actually pretty happy for, honestly. So that I've worked for so long and there, I've gone a lot of stress over there, and now it's just I have more time to relax, I have more time to work on my videos, I have more time to actually do something in Operation Bedrock or Operation Dome, or that I have more time to work on my Pixelmon series, which I'll bring that up in another time because I keep bringing that up in every episode. I just want to help out with the community. But let's move on. Back to the matter at hand, that I make probably at least, I'm trying to remember back then, before the whole political thing of Obamacare and all that stuff, where they had to make a lot of changes, I used to actually get 35 to 42 hours a week. I actually had that much. Now, I pretty much get at least 24 to 28 hours a week. Right now, I'm part-time now, because I did quit as a crew leader, which is a shift supervisor. I quit as that position because I just couldn't handle it anymore. Too much stress for being a pseudo manager, but not even being paid that much. You're literally getting paid 15 cents over the actual minimum wage. Does that sound fair to you? Not every store did this, but this store did. So for being a pseudo manager, for getting more responsibility over everybody else, and pretty much getting not the responsibilities, that's the bad part, it's just the payment for the responsibility is just not that good. My father already understands the stress that happens with it, because he's seen me working pretty much my butt off at work, and then I get home and I'm already tired, I don't want to do anything, that I spend so much nights actually spending 7 to 8 hours at work, and then I go home late at night around 11 or even at midnight. It's just tiresome. You get tired after a while, and that's been going on for a good 3 years. Even before I became a crew leader, I was actually having a lot of hours, and then I come home late at night, and then all I want to do is just watch TV till 1 in the morning and then go to sleep. Because there's not that much you can actually do within the last hour. So that point, it's like, yeah, I'm done. Like I hadn't actually gotten all that much respect at work. Even though I help them out with a lot of things, I do a lot of little things, but they just put it off to the side. It's like, he's just gonna do it anyway, so we don't have to thank him every time. It's just nice to it's actually nice just to be recognized every once in a while, but not once have I ever actually gotten recognized. They only point me out if I do something wrong, but whenever I do something right, they don't compliment you. If you actually work at a fast food restaurant, or you work at retail or anything else, it's absolutely nice to actually get a compliment from your employees or your co-workers or your managers. It's very nice to actually get that because it gets you through the day, and you know that you're doing a good job, and they know that they're doing a good job. So it just makes you a little bit more happy. People who work will understand what I'm saying. For those who don't work, you will see. Like, if you don't get thanked every once in a while, or they don't actually recognize you or give you recognition for what you do, at least for the good parts, not for the bad parts, of course, just, you know what I mean, that it brightens up your day. It's nice to get compliments from customers. It's nice to actually talk with customers. It's nice to have an appreciation from the customers. If they tell you that you're doing a great job, it brings up your day, and you can just move on with that day being with a huge smile on your face. That's why whenever a customer actually compliments me of how well I sound, that I could possibly go on broadcasting or anything that matters of that brightens up my day. You probably may not hear in this commentary that I speak to them differently than how I speak to you guys. So whenever I actually get around to trying to actually get my broadcasting voice into these commentaries, that's probably where you're gonna hear what they hear. But for now, I just go all over the place with different tones because I cannot actually get that one tone correct. I just cannot do it right now. I gotta think about it before I say it, because whenever I'm at work, I don't even think about it. I just say what I need to say, and I help out what I need to help out on. It's different. It's absolutely different. But again, going back to the matter of this is that I quit as a crew leader, which was pretty much a pseudo manager, and now I get less hours, which is fine by me, that I get to relax a little bit more, and then I just don't have to stress over being a pseudo manager. Like, at this point, it's a bad mentality. Don't ever really have this mentality because it's going to affect the way you work. I still am a hard worker, and I still get in trouble for doing the right things here and there, which is kind of bad at that point too. It's just there's a lack of communication at work to the point where you get in trouble for doing the right thing, or if you try to do something, you don't know if you can or not because you got in trouble for doing it for the first time. But if you don't do it, then you still get in trouble for not actually doing it. It's just, come on, what do you want from me? I just had to let that out. It's just, I have to let this out for the entire commentary, otherwise then it's just gonna eat me up inside. So, like I said, I'm having a hissy fit. Now, back to the matter of getting an Xbox One. It's gonna be taken out of my pocket, and it's gonna be a month, I cannot even talk right with grammar. It's just gonna be me working at the store for a month, and then that paycheck would just be absolutely gone just to buy the Xbox One, because I'm gonna go all out on that one if I'm gonna get an Xbox One, because I know for a fact that you have to install games onto your Xbox One, so that takes a lot of memory. But for me to actually just get an Xbox One and get Minecraft, is it actually worth it in the long run? That's how I see it right now. Especially when money is tight and I gotta save up more because I've been spending a lot of money, but I have not been making enough money to actually save up because I've been paying a lot of other stuff. So I gotta save up money, and for me to buy an Xbox One, that's $500 out of my pocket just to do that. And the thing is, a lot of my friends who have an Xbox One, they got it as a present. Yes, I'm taking shots at my friends, but they know it, I know it, so there's no denying that. And that itself will say something like, hey, it's going to be out of my pocket. Don't forget about that. I have to save up money too. And for me just to do that for one game, it's just not going to be worth it. Especially, again, we have a perfectly good Xbox 360. We have a perfectly good Minecraft game. We can still do Minecraft videos on the Xbox 360. We can still do stuff. It's not going to be as expensive. Yeah, expansive. There we go. Expansive as the Xbox One. Heck, we could even do it on PC because we all have Minecraft for the PC, so we could actually work on that too. We could Skype, and then we could make videos on that. So that's the ultimatum that we have. That either they join me on Pixelmon, or if not even Pixelmon, they just join me on a Skype, and then we just talk about things while I'm being the one that's playing Pixelmon in the background. But again, do you guys think it's honestly worth like $400 to $500 just to buy an Xbox One and to play Minecraft? I know a lot of people want me to actually play Minecraft on the Xbox One, but I just want you guys to be honest. Is it actually worth spending so much money just to play one game? I'm really being dead serious right now. I really want your full opinion on that. Then I could consider it, and then maybe like in a month or two, maybe I'll actually get the Xbox One, because I'm probably going to put money to the side where I could put $50, like a budget, $50 every week towards the Xbox One. So by the end of month 2, I'll have enough money to actually get an Xbox One. That could be a thing. I'm just not going to spend it all in one day. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. It's really asking for too much. But that's just how I think, and I just have to vent it out, because if I don't, then it's just going to eat me inside, and then I'll probably go all roar in another video, because it's eventually going to happen. You can only take so much before you're just going to snap, and I really don't want to do that. I don't want to have a breakdown or anything, so I'm just going to let it out now and ask you guys what you think about it. It's really nice to actually talk to you guys about something like this, so that I don't have to worry about it saying that no one's ever listening. Okay, so moving on from here, we're still working on this. We're still working on the ceiling right now. So it's going to be a lot of blocks. Working quadrant number 2, then I'm going to go work on quadrant number 1, and then last but not least, quadrant number 4. That once this whole series is done, what I'm going to have to do next is that I'm going to have to get rid of the ice and the snow so that it'll look pretty once more because of all the snow that's been falling from the sky. This is the thing that I didn't like about it. What I used to do is that I would actually go all the way back to where the area is covered, so that this area right here will not be covered in snow. But since time has gone by, that I just gave up on trying to actually make this whole thing pretty for now, because inevitably it's going to be covered in snow. There's nothing I could do. It's going to be covered in snow one way or another. So once this is all done, that I'm going to have some help to actually get rid of all the ice. Probably get like efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 pickaxes, and then just start destroying all the ice blocks so that it'll just be water again, and then get a lot of water buckets to actually flood the world to get rid of the snow. It'll get rid of the grass and the flowers, but we could easily get bone meal and replace it. Or if you just want it flat and not have all the grass in there, then that'll be another thing. So we could get rid of that, and then everything will look green, pretty, and just fantastic. You're going to have a lot of animals spawning in the world, and it's just going to be great. Once I put it up for download, you can do whatever you want with it. That this whole world will not have any weather, because of course if you were to put blocks in a roof, then it blocks out the weather. Especially when you're actually looking for a thunderstorm or a lightning storm, and then you see lightning bolts hitting the glass. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll try to actually get myself struck by lightning, and let's see if that's actually possible, because I pretty much almost got struck by lightning a few times in this world. So I want to see if that's actually possible. Put it on film and then upload it to YouTube, because that's going to be a thing. Now, moving on to another thing. Just trying to remember what things I'm actually saying in order. So one of the other things is that I want to talk about Pixelmon for a bit. I just got to plug this in and help the community as well. That I am playing Pixelmon on Minecraft on the PC, of course. And what Pixelmon is literally Pokemon in the world of Minecraft. So there you have it. It's survival. It's a great server, at least in my opinion, because of course I'm the one that's playing it, so it's my opinion. If you don't like it, then that's fine. But for me, I love the server, I love the community, I love the people in there, so I want to help them out. This is why every episode of Operation Dome and Operation Bedrock, I always plug in the advertisement for envyblock.org. That is the server that I am in. You have to download Pixelmon 3.3.9 as of this point, as of this update, and you have to download Forge Mod 1.7.10. Last 4 ending numbers, yes, last ending 4 numbers in 1230. Everything will be linked in the description below. Everything will be there so that you can download it for yourself, install the client, install the mod, and then join us on the server. Just remember, do not harass the players, do not harass the moderators, do not harass the staff, do not harass the owner, and please, do not harass me. I know that I invite you to the world, but you can talk to me, but just don't be spamming me, please. Nobody likes spam. You don't like spam, I don't like spam, nobody likes spam. I don't even think anyone even eats spam in real life. But if you do, no judgment. I don't know what spam tastes like, but if you could actually make it taste good with a lot of seasoning and a lot of other things, then I'll try it. Just don't knock it till you try it, I guess. But for messaging spam, nobody likes that. So just feel free to join us on the server. It's Pokemon in a survival role with MCMMO. So if you know a lot about factions, then you will easily pick up on MCMMO. And of course, if you know a lot about Pokemon, everything that you know about Pokemon is pretty much related into the Pixelmon server itself. So you'll do fine. The only thing is that currently with 3.3.9, especially if you're a brand new trainer and a brand new person that is actually joining the world for the first time, you're not going to be able to catch Pokemon. Yes, that is a absolute turnoff, and the whole entire point of joining Pixelmon is to capture Pokemon and trade them. The thing is that with 3.3.9, this is from the developer side, not the owner, because anyone who has 3.3.9 in their server is pretty much affected by these bugs and glitches. So it's not the owner's fault, none of our fault, because we did not know about this until we actually had it, and it's too late to actually do a rollback due to the fact that if we were to do a rollback, that's going to be pretty much destroying all the progress that we have done. Like if a person were to like build a mansion within the last few days and they would have to do a rollback, that mansion would be deleted because all that progress will not be accounted for. So the owner is not going to do a rollback. It'd just be way too risky, and for the fact of the matter is that it's been, as of this point, probably like 5 to 6 days when we actually had the update. So a week's worth of progress to be deleted, that's way too much. A lot of people are going to quit at that point. So it's not going to be a thing, and we're going to have to wait until we actually get the new patch update for 3.3.9 or maybe 3.4.0. We're just going to have to wait, people. If you join the server for the first time, please be patient. Just kill the Pokemon and talk to the people. And if you find a shiny or a legendary, then screenshot it and then tell one of the administrators that you found this and you have proof. They'll be able to actually give you the Pokemon. Do not do it for the common Pokemon because you can find it everywhere, and that's just asking way too much, especially for the fact of the matter is that imagine 50 people asking for Pokemon left and right. That's not going to work. So only ask for shinies and legendaries when you actually find them and have a screenshot as proof, or ask the administrators to actually teleport to you so that they can see it for themselves, and then they will give it to you, and then you get to kill the shiny. Yeah, kill the shiny. You'll already have the shiny in your party, so you'll be good. So another thing, that the other day when I went to the movies with my family, that we actually watched American Sniper. If you haven't seen that movie, then well, it really depends. If you like war movies and you're already used to the blood and other things, then this is a movie for you. It's based on a true story. Do not look it up yet, because if you were to look it up, then it's kind of gonna spoil the movie for you. So just wait until you actually watch the movie before you look it up, because it's gonna make it better. Just mainly, American Sniper is just a patriot or an American who becomes a sniper. Literally, it's in the title that he is in war. You see the progress of the war, and you see how it's pretty much destroying him little by little, and then later on you get to see what goes on in the war. You get to see all the events that took place, and you will get to see what happens to him. So it's a great movie. It's just, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's just, I haven't felt so much tension or the suspense from that movie, or from a good movie, any movie actually. The tension that I felt, the suspense that I was just dying to wait to see what's going to happen next, I have not felt that way for a movie in a very, very long time. Especially, like, of course, it's about snipers. So you get to imagine what it's like for them to just look out for people and protect people. You get to see how he is actually protecting the people and how he's leading people. At the same time, there's just trouble within himself, and as well as trouble within accepting coming back to the real world or civilization, just how it is. So it's really, really crazy that, for the fact of the matter is that I really would not want to go to war. Especially if we were all to get drafted. Of course, when you're 18 and in the United States, you have to sign up for the military. So I cannot imagine actually going to war, because what they actually portray in the movies, that's what actually happens in real life. So it is really, really crazy to think about how that type of thing happens, like every once in a while type of mentality, where of course you already have soldiers that are already in other countries, but for a war like that, that's just going to be a thing that destroys me. I would not imagine, or I can never imagine actually going there. So respect to all the veterans and all the military people out there. At our store, we actually give military discounts, whether retired or active. So at least we have that to pretty much appreciate the veterans out there. So we have that. But again, American Sniper is a really good movie if you want to check it out. Just keep in mind that there's going to be killing, and you may not be used to what happens in the movie. Because you're used to what happens to the actual adults, but when you bring someone else to the table, that's the thing that's going to pretty much, is going to be gut-wrenching for you. I'm going to leave it as that. So, There you go. No spoilers for anyone. And no spoilers in the comment section below, please. If I see any spoilers, I'm going to delete them. No spoilers for anyone. But I digress. Let's get back to Minecraft. We just have a lot of sand to actually dig up. And I know that we have enough sand. If I were to check the map, all the snow spots you see here, a lot of it is sand. And of course that in the ocean, there's a lot of sand in the ocean. And this world, I believe, is probably about 80% of sand, so we're good to go. And all that green that you see down the map, that from the left side, or the left corner, that was natural. That was all natural greenlands. But from the right side, like midway through to the right side, that was all desert. And you see that's actually green, a bit of gray spots, because we've been digging up a lot of sand, and I've been replacing the area with grass blocks so that we could actually have more animals to spawn. And especially when I'm able to actually spawn in more animals, that so far I think I've gotten like maybe 90 wolves. I haven't really counted them recently. So whenever I get around 100 or more, then I'll be able to make a video about me running around with 100 wolves as a pack. And then of course there's going to be a lot of people saying that, oh, you went in creative mode or you went breeding. It's like, first of all, if you were to go to creative mode, try to spawn 100 wolves and tell me what is the maximum number you actually reach. I think it's like 20 or 25 of the amount of animals you can actually spawn in. But once you reach that amount, you cannot go any further. And if you try to breed them, you can't even go any further than that. So creative mode and of course breeding does not come into play when it comes to actually spawning in more wolves. Because what you have to do is that I've already made a video about it, which will be linked in the description too, that you have to go to another chunk. So let's say that right here. Gonna try to explain it the best I can. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna already mark the numbers on the screen. That from quadrant number 3, let's say that that's where you're gonna put all your wolves at. Oh no! Something happened right now. I got a power spike. Awkward. So let me see here. Let's see if I can start this up again. So gotta click out that. Gotta start this. Start up the software again. My father's already building something too. He's been building tables, he's been building cabinets, he's going to be renovating the kitchen. So he's going to make everything by hand so that at times there's going to be power spikes because of all the power tools that he has. So I'm going to continue talking to you guys while I'm setting this up, because this is how I'm going to actually try to set it up. So Operation Dome number 60, take 2. Okay, so we have that. I press record. So right now it's be recording. You should start to see the visuals right now, but I gotta sync it up. So let's see. Well, let's see if I can actually see it from here. Okay, that's good. So let me go sync it up. And of course you heard the cars in the background because that's what I gotta deal with, but I can't really do anything about that unless if I were to stop talking and the car goes in the background, I'll be able to actually cut that out. And another car goes in the background. So again, I cannot really do anything about that, and maybe the recording will be just a tad longer than I expected, because I actually look at the timer from how long I've been recording to actually know when to actually stop talking and stop recording. But since that's already out of the way, it's just I'm gonna have to guesstimate it. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk to you guys about the quadrants. Well, I need a light spot, so I'm going to go all the way back to the ender chest, and then we're going to take a look at the map, because the ender chest gives us some light, as well as that there's a lighting bug on the ceiling, which I'm still waiting for 4J to fix, especially with TU20 to patch up everything that is broken about TU19, and then we can move on from here. Just can't wait for that. And then TU21 will probably be either another patch update or minor updates to add in more things, or a major update to add in a lot of more things. But remember, within every update, there's going to be a lot of bugs. Just currently with TU19, as you guys probably know, whenever you ride horses and you have levels, you lose the levels. If you put a saddle on them and then you go away for a bit, they will despawn. Of course, if you try to destroy a map on a item frame or in an item frame, then it'll freeze the server, it'll freeze the game, and then everybody will rage. That has already happened to me. Yeah, I didn't rage. I'm like, dude, what the heck happened? But then I found out what happened, and he didn't really say anything about that. So I'm like, dude, at least tell me what you did wrong before that I find out, because that's kind of more annoying. But I digress. Let's move on from here. So, okay, good lighting, good lighting. Okay, number 3 is right here. I had to do editing all over again, sad face. Number 3 is down there on the bottom left, and number 4 is in the bottom right. So if you're going to put all your wolves in quadrant number 3, that would be a good spot. So what I had to do was go all the way down to quadrant number 4, go to the spot, If I see that there's no animals or no enemies, that's good. So I go ahead and save and exit. Then I load up the world after I get back to the menu. And then when I load up quadrant number 4 again, since quadrant number 3 does not exist anymore until I go over there as a chunk load, then everything that's in quadrant number 4 will load up, and then they'll actually spawn in more animals or mobs if it's in the night. But mainly you have to do it in the daytime, of course. So spawning in more animals in quadrant number 4, you'll be finding more chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, and wolves. Usually I get around 4 to 8 wolves every time I actually do this trick, so just do it as many as you want. If you were to do it 12 times, you already get 96 wolves maximum, and probably a good 32 minimum. Yeah, 8, no wait. If I were to do, 4 times 8. And then of course 8 times 12. So you get 32 to 96 wolves by that method, and just keep, after you get all the wolves from quadrant number 4, you head over to quadrant number 3, you drop off the wolves, and go back to quadrant number 4, and do it all over again. That way, you have a lot of animals. You will get the pigs, the sheep, the cows, the chickens. You'll be able to kill them all, shear them, whatever you want to do with them, get more food, and get more wolves. Go back to the other quadrant, drop them off, get back to quadrant number 4 again, and repeat, rinse and repeat, and then you get as many wolves as you want, you get as much food as you can actually collect. This is a lot faster than breeding in my opinion, because with breeding, you got to give them time to actually rest up, so within that 2 minutes of waiting, you could already go to the other quadrant, drop them off, get back to the other quadrant, and then just start over. Just keep doing that until you get as much food as you want, and as much wolfies as you want. So I'll show you guys how many wolves I have, because again, I don't know how long I've actually been recording. So whenever I get 100 wolves, that's going to be the deal. I'll have the video proof of how to actually spawn in more wolves, and then I will literally actually say in the video that this is done by an exploit, that you could do this. I think it's legitimate. It's a legitimate exploit, let me say that for a fact, that you're just loading up the chunk area and you're loading up the world, and in doing so, you have the coding in the game just says that, hey, I'm in this biome and animals spawn in this biome. But wait, there's no animals. Let me fix that. Spawn in more animals. That's just how it works. You're just using a little bit of a mechanic in the game to help you out. That was kind of the deal with the infinite diamonds. At that time, for some odd reason, water, lava, or even resource ores will actually just spawn from the wall that's at the edge of the world. I made a video about that a long time ago. It has already over 400,000 views, and even 4J has recognized it. Well, they didn't comment on it, but they actually did patch it up. I wanted them to patch it up. So I actually had video proof of how it works, how you do it, and a lot of people call fake on that, but that's fine by me. It's just, hey, I got the video proof, and I even told him step by step, and as well as that, people kept telling me that, oh wait, Selfie16 was the one that actually put the diamonds back, but I'm like, dude, he only has literally less than 20 seconds to actually put that all back together. Can you tell me that you could actually do all that in 20 seconds before I actually leave the game? That's just not going to be a deal. Especially like in the beginning where I was climbing up the staircase, you saw him actually spinning around the circle. He was already wasting time spinning around the circle, so mainly he had less than 15 seconds to actually put everything back. That's impossible. Even if you were to go in creative mode, that would be impossible to actually do. But I digress, that's just another thing for another day. So look at all my wolfies. This is how much wolves I have. This is all from the exploit of spawning in more wolves. Heck, I'll even show you guys in this video because I have time to spare. So I could give a good example of this just from this video. And then maybe people will actually say, hey, check out this video. He actually still does it and you get to see how he did it. So let's see, I got 16 bones, so that's pretty good. Put the armor on. And then, well, let me go to all my wolfies. So many wolfies. I can't wait to get 100 wolves. Just right now, it's kind of laggy because of all these wolves. They have to spawn in a good chunk number, or amount of animals in this one area. So I'm kind of stressing the Xbox 360 at this point. So that's actually pretty good. Hey, yo, 4J, just check this out if you get a chance. Maybe I'll actually tweet to 4J, see if they could actually make a comment on how many wolves I have right now. It's like, dude, check out my wolf collection. But then, if they actually get rid of the exploit, I'm going to be very, very sad too. So it's going to be bittersweet. I just wanted them to actually fix up the resource bug and the resource exploit, because that was the one that was actually doing it. But at the same time, I wanted them to fix it so that I don't have to worry about it. Mainly because every single time when I come back to the world at that point, or during that time, is that it would always spawn in water and lava, and I didn't want to deal with it every single time I logged back in. But I was just fortunate enough to actually have the diamonds spawn in, and from there I got a lot of diamonds. Just simply put it. It goes back to a lot of people, especially if I were to, you know, give out the world or the download, so you can download for yourself and you get to see all the diamonds, so you get to use those diamonds to actually continue on with the work. If I were to ever quit Operation Bedrock or Operation Dome. Operation Dome, I should not quit on that because this one's actually pretty easy. Just, I don't really log in from time to time anymore because I'm always busy with something else, or that being alone in this world kind of sucks. Yes, it does. I'm going to have to try to actually save up more money to actually get another account so that I could actually invite people into this world. And if I trust them, good. They could join me more often. And if not, then they'll just be on the ban list. So let's go ahead and try out the exploit once more for the ending of this video. So to recap, yeah, I do not want to buy Xbox One right now. I don't think it's worth it, but if it's absolutely worth it to you guys that I get the Xbox One and that you will continue to watch my videos if I move on to the Xbox One, then I'll probably consider it, and then I'll save up money towards an Xbox One. Probably will take me maybe 2 to 3 months because I'm going to have to start out low so that I don't go all out spending spree on it. So if that were to happen, then I could continue on with the Xbox One version, and people have it. I could add them because, of course, I think you get 1,000 friends on the Xbox One. Just I'm going to have to put on my thing to offline all the time and invite people from time to time. Okay. And of course, there's American Sniper you can watch. I already advertised nvblog.org, 3.3.9, Forge Mod. Everything is linked in the description below. So join us if you want to and have fun with that. Now we have this. This, of course, you see it's empty. So there's no denying that. So what we're going to do is that we're going to save and we're going to exit. Oh, sorry. There you go. Save and exit. So we have that. Saving the world, saving the levels. No one at Mojang has ever seen Junk Boy's face. I'm doing this for the fact that it'll be in real time so no one could claim that I'm actually editing. Stackable fences are in the game now. Really? I never knew that. Harvest pork chops from pigs and cook and eat them to regain health. But of course, if you're on peaceful mode, then there's no point because you're just not going to be able to do that. We think 4J Studios have removed Hero Bomb from the Xbox 360 console game, but we're not too sure. Excuse me. So we got plant more saplings and they'll grow into trees. But of course, you actually updated the bone meal to where we can't even do that anymore, and it's just random now. Cook cactus in a furnace to get green dye. At least that one is actually helpful for those who want to know how to do that. And then of course you get music by the legendary C418. I want to know how much he actually gets paid for that. Seriously. Wolves cannot enter the nether. That'd be sad because that would be interesting to bring them all into the nether fortress and help me kill the blaze spawners. Or sorry, blazes. The instrument played by a no block depends on the material beneath it. That's actually pretty cool. It's too bad I don't know anything about no blocks or redstone for that matter. So let's go ahead and try out Minecraft Xbox 360. Operation Dome. Of course, you got the survival world, you got the seed number, you got the hard difficulty, you got the fantasy texture pack, we got the load game, it's online, and we're good to go. Again, I gotta read this so that people will not claim that I'm editing. So we got Mojang has more rewards and staff. Then we have Pigmen won't attack you unless you attack them. Why would you want to kill a pigman? Why would you want to harm them? Just no. Tame wolves show their health with the position of their tails. Feed them meat to heal them. That's another thing that they actually have to patch up to the point where we don't know if they're injured or not. It just only says love mode. Then you got Xbox 360. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, eating pork chops gives you more health and then eating raw pork chops. Of course, you would not want to eat raw meat in real life. You can set the game difficulty to peaceful. Your health will automatically regenerate. Okay, look at that. Pigs. They just spawned right in front of me. You got the pigs right there. So, any other things? And there's a wolfie up there. You already saw in the last one, or before I saved and exit, that there were no animals spawning here. This exploit is very, very useful into getting more animals and more food. And XP as well if you want to go for that. So we have that. So, there you go guys. If you want to see more of it, then you can check out the video in the description below. But I already provided with this video as proof that you could still do it. It still works with TU19, but if they actually patch it up in TU20, I'm going to be sad. Really, I am going to be sad if that happens. So, free food! And look, another pig that spawned up there. But I am more interested in getting that wolf. But the thing is that going for skeletons is really bothersome. That I'm going to have to use bows and arrows to kill skeletons at this point. Because if I were to go too close, they are OP and they will try to kill me. Hey, buddy. Really? 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 8 bones? My god, you guys are expensive. Is this an inflation for wolves? Wolves for hire. Give us more bones and we'll follow you all around. And let's see if I can find some more wolfies. There was only not one wolf. Seriously? Seriously, that just one wolf that was right there? Come on, you guys are in the pack. Where did you guys go? Wolfie, why are you a lone wolf on this one? Oh, well, you'll just join the team of 80 or 90, maybe 90 plus wolves. I have no idea how many wolves are there, actually. I really don't. Hey, look, sheep actually spawned where the pigs died. That's kind of morbid, but still true. So we have that, and nobody's in this world, so there you go. Of course. Again, more proof. Because everyone's always going to call out the littlest of the details. So, what can I do? People are always going to call fake on everything. Hey, cows! And sheep! And Wolfie! More cows and pigs. So, we have that. This video may even be longer because for the first like 6 minutes I tried to make a commentary, but then it's like, dude, I really gotta do a retake because this wasn't good. Because it was going downhill too quick for me. So, we got that. And of course you hear all the clicky noises from my controller. Just, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Well, we have that. We don't have any more wolves spawning in, do we? Or do we? Was that a wolf? Nope, that's just a cow. And more pigs. And other stuff. And other cows. More sheep. No wolfies though. I'm sad. I only got 1 wolfie out of this one. Usually I get around 4. At least 4. I'm just, This is really bothering me right now. Maybe I actually expanded or whatever, exceeded the amount of wolfies I could actually get. But still, this bug or this exploit still works. So if you really want to get more animals without having to breed them and wait for the breeding time, and if you want to get more wolves, you could do this. Oh god, I'm in here now. Oh, hey, I could actually get out. And of course you see this giant little quarrying type of deal. Due to the fact that that's all used to be sand. Like every block that I'm stepping on right now, this all used to be a desert. And we just made it into grass biomes to where all the animals actually spawn in. Wolfies! Yay! I'm not sad anymore. We got more wolfies, but do not take 8 bones. That's 1 bone. Hey, buddy. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Yay! Now I got 3 wolfies. Is there a 4th wolf in here? I don't know. I don't think so, but that's fine with me. I'm happy that I got more than 1 wolf. Now you got friends, and now you're going to join everyone else at the pen. Just as long as that the TU-20 thing does not bring another bug where all the wolves actually just started to get hurt. That was bad. That was really, really bad. That as soon as I went into my world, all I heard were just wolves crying. It was so bad. All their tails were down, and it took me about like 30 minutes just to feed every single one of those wolves to actually full health. Because I'm absolutely sure that nobody wants to hear crying wolves in the background. I'm not a mean person. I'm really not a mean person when it comes to my wolfies. I love my wolfies so much, and I would cry if they all die. Just how it is. I would be sad. They're just so adorable. How could you hate the wolfies? Just seriously, look at all them wolfies. Just look at them. Look at them. Well, let me open this door so that they come in. Hey, buddy. Just look at my wolfies. 1, 2. Wolfie. Where'd the other wolf go? Huh? Huh? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Oh, wait, you're behind there. Come on, Wolfie. Come on. Come on, Wolfie. Okay, you teleported. There you go. You're not going to attack the sheep now because you're a tamed wolf. Come over here, buddy. Come over here. Dang. Little acrobat right there. So close these doors. So we have all these wonderful, wonderful wolves. I'm going to feel very awkward if you actually can hear them. Let me go ahead and check the settings because they'll be very, very loud, especially if they're all barking at the same time. Okay, sound is off. We're good to go. So we have all these wolfies. Look at all my wolfies. So cute. So adorable. Even though in this texture pack, or yeah, texture pack, they look a little bit menacing, but they're all just adorable at heart. So many wolfies. So good. So we have all of them. One day when I get over 100 wolves confirmed, then I'll be able to make that video. And then of course there's going to be people who would claim that's fake. But that's just how life goes. No matter what you do, people always call fake because you have the option to do something else. But for me, that option is not worth it because anybody could do it with the same option and probably even quicker than I can. So there's no challenge in that. I'll just leave it as that. If you guys think if it's legit, then hooray. If you guys think it's fake, then oh well. But other than that, I know for a fact that I've been doing this for a very long while. And of course, it's taking a long time. But again, that's probably another way of saying that, hey, if you did it in creative mode, you'd be able to do it a lot faster. And depending on how quick you did it, then people are already going to know, hey, you did this on creative mode. Yeah, something's to counteract, right? So I'm going to end it off here. Have a great day, everyone. I'm SirKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.